What's up guys? Today we'll be checking out Uncharted on 4K Blu-ray. Now this isn't a review on how good or bad the movie is, I'm just going to share some of my thoughts on the audio and the video quality. Now let's go over a few tech specs. The movie was shot in 3.4K. This is just a guess, but I'm thinking it's got a 2K DI. It's rated PG-13. Runtime is 116 minutes and the aspect ratio is 239:1. So there are black letterbox bars and the audio is in Dolby Atmos. Now if you don't know what the Atmos viewer is, I'll leave a link for the video all about it down below in the video's description. As you can see, this is an active mix that even has wide channel usage with active overheads here in Chapter 6. It's supposed to make it sound like you're on a plane, but I didn't get that sensation.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oddly enough, there are some parts you might think the height channels would be active, namely the club scene in Chapter 8. But most of the music and ambiance remains solely in the lower speakers.
Hey, this can't be right, can it?
Now there is one cool, very discreet part in Chapter 15 where you can hear one of the henchmen walking in the upper front channels, with one guy talking in the top right speaker and another talking in the top left speaker. It sort of reminded me of that part in Master and Commander. The main highlight of the movie is the plane sequence in Chapter 13 that we've all seen in the trailers. There's a ton of effects like bullets zipping through the lower channels and a ton of wind swirling in 360 degrees.
Oh crap!
The bass in this scene is some of the heaviest, hard-hitting and lowest rumbling response that I've heard in a recent movie. So I'd say it's got some demo-worthy moments in here. If you're new to the channel and you're into new movies and audio and video gear and want to see more content like this, then be sure to tap the subscribe button for new weekly videos. Video quality wise, I didn't think this looked too different than the standard 1080p Blu-ray. I found the standard version to be a little brighter overall, but the colors are a little richer and fuller with the HDR on the 4K disc. Colors are more natural looking with a slight warmth throughout, so it's not vivid or heavily saturated like an Aquaman or an Ambulance. There's still some really good specular highlights you'll see from the various lights at the club, candles at the church, and flashlights, but nothing that's going to push your TV's brightness. Black levels were great with no detail lost in the shadows or during dimly lit scenes, so it does have a nice dimensional contrasty look. Sharpness and clarity is a couple notches above what I saw on the standard Blu-ray, so finer details like clothing textures and close-up shots did reveal pores and facial hair better than the 1080p version. Now if you're watching on a smaller screen, then these improvements in detail and clarity might be harder to see, but the HDR definitely makes for a good distinction between the two. So for video quality, I'm going to go with an 8.7. It's a really clean transfer for those that don't like film grain. It's not the sharpest transfer I've seen this year, and I'd say it leans on the softer side of 4K crispy. Some of the CG shots were soft, as well as a few really soft aerial shots. HDR added some pleasant warmth, and overall, I thought this was a really nice looking transfer. For audio, I'm going to go with an 8. Even though most of the channels are active through the whole movie, I didn't feel there was a natural sense of space and ambiance to what was being shown on screen if it wasn't an action part. It kicks into surround extravaganza mode when the action does pick up, so it will test your home theater for a few scenes. Bass can be demo worthy, so be prepared when those ships are crashing into each other. As a whole, this is a good looking and good sounding 4K transfer, and it is the best way to watch the movie. So what are your thoughts on Uncharted on 4K Blu-ray? Have you seen it, and do you think they'll make a sequel? Leave a comment down below and let us know. Now if you do want to grab this disc, I'll leave some links for it down below in the video's description. As always guys, thanks for watching. If you want, you can follow us on social media, and if you want to support the channel and get exclusive content or great discounts on audio and video gear, then stop by our Patreon page. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you again in the next video.